enjoying the rest of their Tuesday so far. And make sure to share this live stream with your friends and family. And with that being said, enjoy the stream, everyone.
Together here on WWE Superstars. It's Archer, 6'8", 207 pounds. This kid looks like a last bar set was stumped by the knees. I don't know if they really have a chance. Here comes Kurt Hawkins, and I'm eager to see the maturation, the aggression from Kurt Hawkins. I didn't know a lot of sports that had a beard. Maybe a mustache. Well, not Vance Archer, this guy. Oh. So Kurt Hawkins, formerly part of the Rated R Entourage, teamed with Zack Ryder for a while. Matt, I know you trained with Hawkins for several years. You know exactly what he's capable of. Kurt Hawkins has turned into a bitter and jaded superstar. Really feels that his time has come, and it's the time of Kurt Hawkins. Well, you gotta love Vance Archer's beard. Can you grow a beard like that? Well, I have poganophobia. That's the fear of beard. Fear of beard. Yeah. Thank you. Still to come tonight, Dolph Ziggler. Team of Milli Vanilli and Ryan Seacrest look to take on Vance Archer and Kurt Hawkins. Well, Archer and Hawkins showed up on WWE Superstars last week, revealing they've been granted a short-term contract by Theodore Long with the only order of business to make an impact. In fact, it was a 30-day contract. Former WWE Tag Team Champion Kurt Hawkins, vicious and aggressive, and it really just feels like he has been forgotten and passed over. Former WWE Tag Team Champion Kurt Hawkins, vicious and aggressive, and it really just feels like he has been forgotten and passed over. There you see the aggression. Well, that when your only job is to make an impact, what goes through your mind? Every punch probably has a little more zip. Here, this is going to be tough.
It's going to be hard getting into the arena with an ego that big. Just a bully. And so it begins. Well, okay. A fine line between being confident and being an egomaniac. Poking the bear. Now.
that beat that he took last week. He said, you only win because of the entourage. Brilliant move here by Roman Reigns. Taking it to Axel and Dallas. You imagine the thoughts this man, went through all week. I mean, just stewing and just festering in his mind. What am I going to do come Monday night?
Between these superstars, that's for sure.
Intentions in
An
mind for
angry
Roman Reigns.
reaction from an angry superstar.
Intercontinental champion, the Miz looks panic-stricken. Baby. But to get physical around here now, man. And Roman not going to jeopardize going after the champion here for a championship match. I mean, Roman's looking at
That's the kind of stuff that drives superstars a little crazy.
What they did to him last week, they still check. It's not right here. It's not a tattoo job right here. Roman wants to take out the Miz Taraj. Look at an even playing field. And it's Axel up, trying to fight back.
This superstar loves getting aggressive.
Oh, Roman swinging that thing like Colin Arenado. And Bo Dallas coming in to help out Curtis Axel here up on the stage. I don't care how tough the big dog is, how focused he is. The numbers down. A Superman punch. Thought it might have been a little too much to handle, but Axel and Dallas earning them.
Going to be getting into the arena one of these last days. This doesn't even begin to describe the much with these superstars.
Being in the midst of has good health insurance. Stranger and he is rolling out of steel. Carrying the next being in the midst of has good health insurance. You only win but that beat and the big dog. Roman knows. Roman Reigns, Superman punch. Oh wait, look out! Roman Reigns, Superman punch. Roman knows what's at stake. This is a brilliant strategy by the big dog. Take out the peripheral threats. So what this is right here, Roman Reigns had a whole week to think about that beat that he took last week. He said, that's going to happen again. Remember what Roman had said last week on this TV? You couldn't beat me one-on-one, man. You only win because of the entourage.
This superstar loves getting aggressive.
Roman Reigns.
That doesn't even begin to describe the bond between these superstars.
This man, went through all week. I mean, just stewing and just festering in his mind. What am I going to do come Monday night? Bad intentions in mind for Roman Reigns, perhaps. Intercontinental champion, the Miz looks panic-stricken.
Going to be getting into the arena with an eagle that day.
Okay. Physical around here now, man. And Roman not going to jeopardize going after the champion here for his championship match. I mean, Roman's looking at they're going to take it against Taraj. What they did to him last week, they're still cheering. It's already really bad. It's not a tattoo job right here. Roman wants to take out the Miz Taraj. Give it an even playing field.
Seems to be a lot of anger behind those words. That sums it up.
Curtis Axel up, trying to fight back. Oh, stand, the spine. Roman swinging that thing like Colin Arenado. And Bo Dallas coming in to help out Curtis Axel here up on the stage. I don't care how tough the big dog is, how focused he is. The numbers down.
The ante is getting raised here. I'm not sure we can top that, but we do our best as we move on to the program.
Axel and Dallas earning them. Being in the mystery on his good health insurance, meaning chiropractic with a top foot. Being in the mystery on his good health insurance, meaning chiropractic with a top foot. Roman Reigns sights in on its fitness tonight. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. The Miz himself, perhaps his best player in my thought in smoke. Miz and Roman for the Intercontinental title.
Tag team ready for action here. Look at this from behind. The match hasn't even started yet. And they're fucking the right away. This match may not even start at all. And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight. The Pirate Princess Kairi Sane has won championship gold everywhere she set sail during her career. And that includes becoming the first ever young class player. Sane may look sweet, but she is a force to be reckoned with in the ring. Oh, wow, she turned that one around. Oh, dragon screw. Max suplex. All measured up. Kick to the spine. At this rate, she won't be far from Davy Jones' locker. Really taking control here. All right, to the gut. Right across the face. She's looking to get out of it here. Nicely done with the head scissors. Sane has her own. Slam, Alabama style. And it's Mandy Rose finding the answer. The competition was fierce in the first ever Video Classic. NXT stars, top international talent, some former WWE performers all converged in the 32. But there could be only one victor, and that winner was the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. She returns the favor there. And on their shoulders, Asuka turns it around. Oh, the jumping arm breaker. She's losing some steam now. I don't know how much longer she can go on absorbing all this punishment. She needs to find a way to make it to a corner and make the tap. Struggling to get to the corner here. Look at this. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly. Asuka's trying to get into her opponent's head. He's in control. DDT. Get off the tag. The women's revolution. And here we go. Looking to the arm. Oh, earth-shaking spine buster. Incredible. Just as they're trying to get that corner now. It's not going to be easy, though, Michael. And he flips her now. You don't get much close to this, Michael. And she goes down hard. Asuka turns it around. Sonya Deville connected with a solid shot. We're going to lock it in. Asuka, I've never... No, she escapes it.
Yeah, I don't know if she had it locked in fully, Michael.
Asuka setting it up.
I'm sure what made him think now is a good time for a pin attempt. Nice jump by Asuka.
Interesting there.
Oh, right here from Sonya Deville.
And it's Johnny.
There's the crucifix, nicely done.
Somehow has to find a way to make a tag here.
Completely agree. Getting the partner in here is absolutely vital.
Looks like she's gonna make it, Corey.
This could be deceiving, Cole. You know that. And they'll get the tag.
Oh, knee to the spine.
And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
Not what she was looking for.
She was first. Big with the counter.
Octopus strikes locked in. Fighting for survival. There's the save. How close was that? That's the impact. And it's reversed. Paying for that mistake.
Jim, and it didn't work out. Your point, but there are Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and even Jason Jordan. He's got this tonight. He can handle business by himself.
Driving knee. Axe kick. Front save. Really easy in the
Rosie's got his Intercontinental Championship next week.
Almost just a little bit further. Come on now. Almost there.
Oh!
Here it is. She's
Roman
made it.
Reigns! Real man, yeah, dog. And Miz unable to make a Miztourage to do his bidding here tonight.
Heading on triangle. On the bottom. And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people who break out that one, Michael.
Oh, right to the play from Sonya Deville. Taking the approach there. Step up to the nicely. Nicely done.
And Sonya Deville said it's not this time.
That's going to apply to the look at this. And vicious elbows.
There you go, something big.
Strong knee in the midsection.
Axe kick. And she hits to the floor. Well, we're looking to take a few deep breaths. Think about the next move.
Kyrie Sane. The Southern Silver DDT. Incredible. What's in the corner right now?
Here's a tag.
Opponent off the ropes. Kyrie Sane is just doing some big moves.
Maintain the aggression.
Oh, here goes. Sonya Deville has been ripped up pretty hard here. This is bad, guys. I don't even think she has the power to get to her goal to make the tag. striking blow. Nobody does it better. She can end it. She gets her foot lifted and pinning Kyrie. I'd say that's an insane endeavor. Let's say you're right. Here's a snap bear. Such a dynamic maneuver from Sam. I agree with saying it's so much fun to watch. And now that one's countered. Beautiful drop kick. Just stretching and stretching. She's got it where she save just in the nick of time.
Politicians running wild in Washington, and orgy of your money, they're lying just for fun. Break it up, wobble it, dump beneath your wheels. Show those motherfuckers we'll start they make you feel. Tear it down piece by piece, cancer from within. Soak it all in gasoline and let the fire begin. Slam it shut, lock the doors, throw away the key. Show the act, motherfucker, what it's like to be free. What it's like to be free!
We're just getting started.
Come on, you know you want some of this. It's that good stuff. You look so fine. Baby, I know what you want. You gotta have some of this.
What should Naomi's mindset be at this point? She's taking up quite a bit of damage here, guys. If she doesn't find a way to make the tag soon, this one might be over. There's some reversal from Ian. It sounds like there are a lot of people here tonight hungry for the exact same thing. She's almost there. Just a bit more. Right? What a shot. This superstar making an incredible comeback. And David and the Andrew are still in the fight. He's out. Jeez. Expecting that. And Naomi manages to reverse on that one. See what you're looking the lights out. Tamina is in a world of There it is. It's locked in. This might be it. What a tag team display. And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
What it's like to be free!
Instead of watching her on the stages, it's time to elect John Fetty, who will stand up for women.
Fuel up with the Wawa app and get 10 cents off per gallon. It's so easy. Just select your pump and pay in the app. Download.
Know that Bryce runs John Cena's last match on the Indies in 2019? Did you know he wrestled himself? It's true. Look at him slam himself through a table. What a performance, and what a special moment for Bryce Remsburg. Honorable mention, Randy Orton. Listen, I know that if I don't mention him, all the comments will ask, where's Randy Orton? But hot damn, WWE may try to present Randy Orton as John Cena's greatest rival, but I lived through all that shit. And of the 19 singles matches that Cena and Orton had on WWE television, I feel comfortable saying 3 of them were good. SummerSlam 07, Breaking Point 09, Hell in a Cell 2014. That's it. That's a poor batting average. And even with WWE's best efforts to push this as a generational rivalry, WWE fans themselves weren't having it, as illustrated by the complete lack of reaction when they went for the Hogan Warrior stare-down moment in the 2011 Royal Rumble. Off his WWE run from his rivalry with Batista, taking place when Batista had completely stopped caring about his WWE run prior to his departure in 2010. For those unaware, Don't Give a F*** Batista is the best version of Batista. Cena and Batista's careers paralleled each other to a scary degree up until their first meeting in 2008. From both coming up in OVW and debuting in 2002, with Cena coming up on SmackDown while Batista hit his stride on Raw, to being the final 2 in the 2005 Royal Rumble and both winning their first World Championships at WrestleMania 21, to then switching brands with their titles in hand at the 2005 Draft, it seemed as if they were being kept apart on purpose to further build up their eventual first clash. To WWE's credit, that could very well have been the case, and it made their match at SummerSlam 2008 feel like a really big deal. It was a great match, although I may be the biggest fan of this match in the world because of the 2008 edition nostalgia goggles I have currently in my face. But their 2010 rivalry was also tremendous fun. Batista's character work and motivate, Kurt Angle. If this was a list of the best wrestlers Cena has faced, Kurt Angle would have to place near the top. But nay, while the work involved in Cena's rivalry with Kurt Angle was very good, this was when parts of the audience began to turn on the former Doctor of Thugonomics. See, WWE was in a precarious situation with Cena in 2005. He wasn't a technically sound performer, but could have good matches with a strong dance partner. But the problem then became that the fans wanted to see the good dance partner beat him, which never happened throughout 2005. Cena had spent the summer beating Christian and Chris Jericho, and then had his feud with Kurt Angle during the fall. Their matches at Unforgiven and Survivor Series were among the best of Cena's initial title run, but did sour people on WWE's new poster board. It is for that reason that this places closer to the bottom of the list, even though the lasting memory of their time together was enough to get people to call for Cena to be Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35, instead of, Baron Corbin. Cena inducted Angle into the WWE Hall of Fame, and that connection doesn't come out of nowhere. Number 7, The Rock. Were the matches between John Cena and The Rock great? No, not really. The first one was fun and also way too long. A half hour is not the optimal length for 2 big, beefy boys to battle, especially when one of them hasn't had a singles match in 9 years. But it really is undeniable how big that match felt when it became a possibility for the first time. There were missteps for sure. No one wanted to see them twice in a lifetime, and even fewer wanted to see them hug after their match at WrestleMania 29, but there have rarely been moments where Cena has been forced to step up to the plate like he did, going toe-to-toe with The Rock in the ring and on the mic. Number 6, Kevin Owens. WWE did know how to make a star in one night from time to time, coming right at the start of the influx of talented indie stars to make their way to the main roster from NXT. Kevin Owens was immediately given the opportunity to stand opposite John Cena and be presented as an equal. He called out Cena for wanting to impart veteran advice upon him, despite wrestling longer than Cena, and planted him with a pop-up powerbomb, setting up one of the best in-ring debut matches in WWE history at Elimination Chamber 2015. John Cena's matches have a bit of a formula to them, but this match felt completely unique for the time, and that's probably a big reason why people continue to point to it in videos over 7 years later. It also helps that KO won, at the height of the Cena wins Law era, no less. Cena did get his win back and then some at Money in the Bank and Battleground, which may have slowed Owens' progress up the card, but place at the top of WWE's totem pole. And yet, there is absolutely an argument to be made that that isn't their most iconic match together. To top a WrestleMania main event with a match less than a month later on Raw, it must mean that match was pretty darn special. And special indeed it was. The hour Broadway the two had in London is an achievement of a Raw match, especially for 2007. To hold an audience's attention for an hour and manage to peak at the perfect moment is an incredible feat. And it is unfathomable that 1 week later, Cena was booked to turn his attention to the Great Khali. Hour-long classics, no more. Shawn Michaels could legitimately have had great chemistry with a mob, so it doesn't come as a surprise that these matches were as good. To honestly someone, I'm surprised Cena hasn't crossed paths with more since their ultra-memorable series in the mid-2010s. For as terrible as Brock's title match with Cena was at the wretched Backlash 2003, once Brock returned to WWE in 2012, they more than made up for lost time together. Brock's return match at Extreme Rules 2012 would probably be my favorite WWE match of all time if they didn't have one of the most ludicrously bad triple threat matches in WWE history, also involving Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Number 3, AJ Styles. Considering the track record WWE had with new stars being introduced on the main roster in the mid-2010s, there was no guarantee that AJ Styles would be a success in the big dog. He was having great performances throughout 2016 against Chris Jericho and Roman Reigns, but if he didn't establish himself further, it would have been easy for him to slip down the card into the IC title scene and never see the main events again. Then his feud with John Cena eliminated that concern from everyone's minds. Cena's late career resurgence as a super worker began with his US title run in 2015, but truly peaked with this rivalry with AJ Styles the following year. Whether it be their initial clash at Money in the Bank that served as an appetizer of what was to come, their follow-up show-stealing match at SummerSlam that nothing on the card could come close to, their fun triple threat match with Orton and Bell Affairs, and their extremely short feud at the end of 2010 consisted entirely of Cena calling him CM Sucks. And don't get it twisted, the height of the PG era was cheap. But once the build to Money in the Bank 2011 started, these two became first cash-in from New Year's Revolution that started the best rivalry of John Cena's career. 2006 was the year of Cena and Edge. With some brief interruptions for a little show called WrestleMania, their matches furthered their story and their careers immensely. The Royal Rumble match set Edge's year in motion, having dropped the WWE title back to Cena and letting the frustrations involved consume him. They had a fantastic triple threat match with Triple H at Backlash, and then Edge cost Cena the title in his match with Rob Van Dam at One Night Stand. They did a fantastic job spacing out the matches to make the rivalry not look stale, yet be able to tell a much longer story than most rivalries were at the time. They traded wins in the other's hometown, with Edge beating Cena in Boston at SummerSlam, and then following that up with a match at Unforgiven in Toronto, with that match being one of the best singles TLC matches ever, with the best FU ever helping to cap off a great chapter of their career-defining rivalry. Then added even more great work together in 2009 with a brilliant promo from Edge talking about his visceral hatred of Cena and how powerful that word hatred is, setting up their final battle at Backlash in an unusually great last man standing match, and you have the best body of work that you have had with another wrestler in their careers. It is brilliant. I love it. I'm going to go watch it all over again. And that's our list. Make sure, of course, that you like this video and subscribe.
There's a lot to do. We have to take on gun violence, fund our schools, and fix the justice system that disproportionately just got. And in order to do that, we need a government we can count on. That's why I'm going to do that. You make it look.
Just because we're
Greatest Extreme Rules pay-per-view matches ever. So it's the worst showing entry of the 10 greatest. I'm looking forward to it. This Canada. I turn off the trouble till it gets real loud. I feel so much better that way. Gonna measure your mind, 'cause I know that I can. Gonna see how much that I can whip today. Gonna rock, gonna roll, gonna go toe-to-toe. Driving like a top, I'm in full control. Just a little closer, let's get on. Control, takes me higher and higher. Turn up the music, light up the crowd. Turn up the gas, 'cause it can't be too loud. Don't lose it, that's what you want. Don't see your feet, just when it's done. Step a little closer, baby, don't be a stranger. And the love that I will lead you astray. Lube up your engine, top off your tank. 'Cause being honest, all I got on my agenda today. Wow, baby, rock with the roll with the toe. Spinning a little closer, closer. Takes me higher and higher. Turn up the music, light up the crowd. Turn up the gas, 'cause it can't be too loud. Don't lose it, that's what we want. Don't see your feet, just when it's done. It was great. He won. Comment down below with me, y'all guys. If y'all agree with this, Joe should have been released one of the people to be practice. Or at least should be a real champion. This was fun. I remember this. I forgot this was this was fun. Yep, that was good too. This I forgot this is actually Extreme Rules. This was so good, bro. This was such a good match.
All of them never lose to the and they got Bardi.
That shit was so crazy. They put them over. They beat the crap out of them. Not once, but twice. Back-to-back pay-per-views, I believe. They beat them. And then that's when Seth turned. This was so good.
Evolution of the young 7-night future stars over Lee and she.
Yep. That match was fun, bro. That match was great. Yep. Yep. For this one too.
And that's for the last 4 years and have him lose in his first match.
That made no sense to me. When I watched that happen, I was like, huh. That don't make sense. Push. Look at this. That don't make sense. It just did. Yep. That made no sense. We should have been John King. Ever since he lost his cousin,
He's using himself. This will be a heel turn.
It was a good match, though.
And across the way, it's Jeff Hardy, an innovator in the WWE ring, a tag team of and a former risk taker. Jeff Hardy is willing to risk it all. That strategy can be foolish or defensive or very, very rewarding. He's one step ahead there. Great technical know-how on display.
But they snuffed over. Yeah, he rock hot.
Now Jeff Hardy gets the nice right crossbody.
Yeah,
Gets the tag. DDT. Trampling the opposition. Right on the lower back. And Sheamus slipped to the hard way. Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. And off the tag is Jeff Hardy. Really needs to get to the corner and make a tag. Otherwise, this match may be over sooner than later. Looks like we might just see the tag here, Byron. Which will fundamentally change the entire outlook of the match. And there's the tag. Cesaro showing his purpose. Suplex. Jeff Hardy already over here. It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back?
What did Mehmet Oz do when the Supreme Court voted to strip away abortion rights? Celebrate. And he said abortion at any stage of pregnancy is illegal. It's time to elect John Fetterman, who will stand up for women and make sure the government doesn't control our bodies.
What makes a Wawa club? Is it the crispy bacon on the turkey BLT? Endless layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad?
And he gets out of the submission. I did not see that one coming. And Jeff Hardy answering. This is what Hardy needs to do. Did you really think that was going to keep a superstar like Cesaro down?
I know what's going on top.
Cesaro not looking so great right now. It might be time for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag. Desperately needs to make a tag here. I don't know if it's going to be tough to make it before. Training, strategizing, and execution, it's all coming together right now. Cesaro showing his prowess. Sequence.
Be acclaimed, but they can't be acclaimed, man. That's gonna be the same, and that's why we remain. Even with a gimmick, I can say I don't need the fame. If you know the way, though, I'ma say lead the way. But if it don't work, it's still whatever, though. He and them ain't the same, you gotta let him go. It's incredible, but you already know. Order no matter when the flow gon' get him go. So beat it and we bitch. You know that I be this one that don't feed it. To the fucking bullshit you saw, we all on the same stage, just different roles. I know you pissed to know how the world feels, but I know you not the type of guy to turn him. But you know that I'm the type of guy to keep it real. GAR in this bitch and the league gon' kill.
And these flames, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained, the flames, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody's saying that they wanna be acclaimed.
DAR, we're the best in sound, and you're coming out short with no second rounds. Guess I'm not an ex-gangster, but that let you down. Let me switch the flow and show you who the best around. I say game last, soliloquy, game plan, delivery, two bad bitches in the bed.
So I'm gonna end the live stream here. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, follow, and chat with me for more live streams just like this one. And as always, Daryl Keyford out, and I'll see all of you in the next live stream.